Look at you and us. We did it. It's Friday, best day of the week.
Is it going to be hot?
It's going to be hot this weekend. I heard like 30 in Timmins.
When?
Yeah, this weekend.
Wow.
I know, right? I'm not sure it's going to get that hot here.
I heard like 26 or so for us.
Yeah, 30 is a bit too hot for me. Honestly, I know.
Shush.
I know. But
2 days
realistically,
2 days ago, I was having a scrape on my windshield.
That's how I talk.
30 is too hot for me.
I like fall and spring. Okay. I don't think I talk like that. Get off me.
Get off me.
Hey, there's so much going on.
I know.
With basketball at the championships that has nothing to do with Raptors. Has nothing to do with basketball. Like Beyonce and Jay-Z were there one night.
Where?
At the game.
Where's the game? I always do this to her. I ask questions that she doesn't have the answers to. So Beyonce
in a stadium.
And Jay-Z go to a basketball game. Beyonce and Jay-Z walk into a basketball game, and the bartender says, "Why the long face?" No, what?
So anyway, they're sitting on the right on court. So this woman sitting beside Beyonce, and then a partial owner of the Warriors is sitting next to her. They're married. So apparently, her name is Laura Savoy. No, it's not. Nicole Curran. And she does one of these. She goes past Beyonce to talk to
the owner
Jay-Z.
Talk to Jay-Z.
So the owner's wife, and you can see Beyonce's kind of sitting there like, and Twitter went ballistic.
There's the picture right there.
Twitter went bazunga. How dare she disrespect Queen Bee and blah, 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 blah. Beyonce's manager said, chill out, people. Like, my goodness, she...
Making stuff up.
And Beyonce, they talked about how, she gave her the side eye and just kind of was looking at her. I didn't see any of that. So Twitter, chill.
So what's going on? Okay, so I guess there's a thing with the Raptors, and they have parties where you're viewing parties.
Yes.
And they call them Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Because the Raptors are named after dinosaurs.
The Sioux's doing one.
I know. At Roberta Bondar in the pavilion? Mm-hmm. So you go and you watch the game or what?
You can bring a lawn chair if you want. It's free. You just wander down there.
Do you know when?
I'm not sure.
Alex will tell us.
I'm not sure which
Alex Parr knows all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But he's going. Like Alex is going.
Oh, absolutely. It's a big deal.
So they put a big, do a screen?
And
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
He was so excited. Alex was like, we're getting to Jurassic Park. And I thought
that's huge.
I thought it was an amusement park.
Yeah, I did too.
And then, look, see, there's an example of it.
And that, apparently they're saying for here in the Sioux, you can bring a lawn chair, but generally, as you can see, apparently these Jurassic parties, you stand and watch the game. Yeah. So.
Here's the deal. See, I wonder how, those people who play basketball, they make a lot of money.
The players?
Yeah. Those people who play basketball, they make a lot of money.
Yes, tons.
And then, so when there's games like this, people just thousands, right? Mm-hmm. You never see that for theater. You'd never go oh my gosh, the Tony Awards are on Sunday night. Let's have a thing and we'll go to a big screen and watch it in the park and we'll all come out and support theater. Never happens.
Why do you think that is?
And Broadway actors barely make a minimum living wage for living in New York City.
Because it's expensive to go to Broadway and watch
over
a play.
$100.
So why are the actors not getting...
Because it's all going to marketing and the producers.
Really?
And also because these shows cost $1 gazillion to produce
so
now.
Why
because
the heck are they doing
Spider-Man flying out of buildings. What?
Yeah, why are they doing it?
Because it's art. I don't know. Why do you do it? Why are you in television? You could make more money if you were a scientist.
I like to partake in information sharing.
You could make more money and have more time off if you were in politics.
I sure could.
Anyway.
Maybe I should
Speaking of politics, in 1965, the Supreme Court decision on Griswold versus Connecticut effectively legalized the use of contraception by married couples.
What?
It was illegal to use contraception before 1965 in the United States of America.
And it had to go to the Supreme Court?
Yeah, Griswold versus Connecticut. And then the ruling by the Supreme Court effectively...
Okay, one of them was ugly. I'm sure of it.
Wow.
That had to be the case. That's crazy.
Legalized the use of contraception by married couples.
Legalized? Wow. 1965?
Yeah.
That's so recent.
That's my lifetime.
Wow.
1972, Grease opened. Speaking of Broadway, I was talking about Broadway.
Yes.
There you go. Grease opened on Broadway at the Broadhurst Theater and ran for 3,388 performances.
Whoa.
Now, remember yesterday we were talking about how even that, I was talking about that young guy who was in that boy group, and he said, you know, doing the same 22 set list on concert. Yeah. Imagine doing the hand jive for 3,388 performances.
I bet a bird got flipped in one of those sequences.
Hey, speaking of Grease, there is a sing-along. The Grease Sing-Along is part of the WTF Festival, the With the Family Festival. Yeah, there's the poster. It's going to be happening at the Machine Shop from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock this Saturday night. They encourage you to dress up. You get interactive prop bags. You get the appropriate heckles to yell at the screen during the show.
Really?
Yes, and you also get taught choreography to do along with it.
Oh my gosh,
so
that's fun.
And there's a cash bar. It's at the Machine Shop. It's all part of the WTF Festival, and comedian Sean Cullen is leading along.
Gosh, he's hilarious.
Yeah, he's leading the whole thing off. So there you go. Happy Grease anniversary on Broadway, and happy WTF Grease sing-along at the festival.
That's so terrific.
I know.
This festival sounds like it's going to be just hopping.
Yeah, and tonight is the variety show.
Yes.
At the Machine Shop as well.
Yeah.
So tickets are still available.
So if you dress up as...
And it's National Tourism Week, so it's a kind of a good thing to do because the WTF Festival is all part of Tourism Sault Ste. Marie. Go.
So if you go dressed the part to a Grease screening like that...
Yeah.
I would think there would be prizes.
I think they're probably doing door prizes. I can't be certain,
right.
But I bet you they figured something like that out.
That would be so much fun.
I know.
Get the poodle skirts out, right?
Mm-hmm. And you slick your hair back and do your best John Travolta.
Yeah, I could do John.
It's National Donut Day.
Oh,
who's buying the donuts today, guys?
No response.
Not a response. No, Kevin always buys us donuts.
Kevin always, and Audrey buys.
Oh, Audrey, thank you for the
donuts.
It's National Donut Day. American Hanson Gregory claims to have invented the first donut in 1847.
I saw that on the one of the stories that for the bridal expo that took place here in the Sioux last week. Mm-hmm. They had a big, huge board with pegs sticking out of it, and when the bride and groom walk in, they have donuts. Stuck
and you take a donut off? Is that you're like a wedding
gift? And it says, "Don't mind if I do."
That's funny.
But I'd rather a shot.
Well, then you can get a donut infused with something. You know, instead of putting jelly in there, put like a.
Yeah, that would be good.
The guy says that because donuts were like the long twisty ones, they didn't have the hole in them. Original donuts.
Oh,
they were either balls,
like a beignet.
What she said. But this guy, he was on a steamship, and he cooked a donut, and he didn't like the way the middle turned out. It was too doughy, so he took the pepper box and he punched a hole in it, and that's how he said in 1847 he created the very first donut. I don't know.
Wow.
Anyway, Canada
1847.
Canada has more donut shops per capita than any other country in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder what he did with those Timbits.
I have Timbits.
Right. Yes.
When you're on an airplane, where armrest, there's an armrest.
Oh,
it's plane
yeah, you
armrest.
End up doing this, right?
Plane armrest ownership. Who gets to use the armrests?
Who's in charge of the middle one?
See, they talk about what I read on Twitter was they're talking about the 3-seater.
Yes.
Where the person by the window gets the window and their armrest. Mm-hmm. The person on the aisle gets the left armrest or whatever on the aisle, and they get a little more leg room. Mm-hmm. The person in the middle, because they have no wall and no leg room, they get both middle armrests.
They get both.
But what if you're in a 2-seater where it's just you and the other person and there's that middle one? I think you have to choose front and back. What do you do?
I sit like this.
Off to the side. And nobody uses the middle one?
I don't know if the other person's using it or not, but I sit like this. But you know what? After a 7-hour flight, my back hurts.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an awkward thing.
I think
unless it's your husband.
You have to talk to the person and say, I'm going to go in front and you go behind. Who wants to talk? No, I never talk to the person beside me.
Me neither.
You initiate that conversation,
and then they don't shut up
for the whole thing.
They just go. You get that yak attack, and it's just that guy.
I'm not a chatty person on a plane, only on TV. And today I'm chatting with Amore for your pleasure, the Fur and Feathers Friday.
Yes.
And there's a music festival coming up on St. Joe's Island, and we're going to talk about that too. Plus, Luann has the news. All that on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Listen to them. Children of the night. Alive! It's alive!
Welcome to the Machine Shop, our historic venue and gathering place for friends and family. Built in 1899 on the site of a Northwest Company trading post. Today we are a go-to venue hosting many expos, concerts, weddings, and more. While you're here, choose one of our dining experiences. Enjoy a quiet dinner at the Mill Steakhouse and Wine Bar, watch a game and try wood fire oven pizza and local draft at the Boiler Room, or treat yourself every day to gelato and local coffee at the Gelato Mill. For more information on the Machine Shop, visit machineshopinc.ca.
At 4:45, discover all kinds of treasures and never pay more than $5. Inventory is restocked every Saturday, and you can find anything from electronics to household items, toys, and much, much more. On Saturday, everything is $5 and the price goes down throughout the week, ending with 25 cents on Friday. We restock weekly with new items from various big box stores, so you never know what treasures you can find. Come visit us at 4:45, 2510 Ashman Street in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
Have a great business idea but don't know where to start? Need help taking your business to the next level? C2C Business Services can be your guide in navigating the path of entrepreneurship, with services ranging from grant funding support, access to service experts, market information, and helping your business adopt new technologies to create and foster a culture of innovation for ongoing success. Call C2C Business Services and let them be your first step in taking your entrepreneurial dreams from concept to commerce. C2C Business Services is a division of the Sault Ste. Marie Innovation Center.
That humor in there for sure.
Hey, look who's back. It's Galen Coleman from Amore, FYP, which stands for your pleasure. Welcome back to the morning show, my sweet.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
There's the pictures behind us.
Yes.
2 locations.
Yes.
Tell me where. Tell them where.
331 Cora Road, which is on the corner of Cora and Douglas. As I'm drawing a little map with me.
I do that, yeah.
And 149 Trunk Road, which is the corner of Trunk and Lake.
Trunk and Lake.
Right.
Now, with the focus today, Galen contacted me and said, I'd like to come on the show and talk a little bit about online shopping.
Yes.
All right. So it is a real challenge for a smaller business.
It truly is.
And especially a specialized business like yours.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what the challenge is.
So, I mean, I'm not going to deny it. We've all shopped online.
Absolutely.
We've all purchased little things online.
Sure.
But when it comes to the specialty business, my biggest question is, do you really know what you're getting?
Right.
So, a little giggle moment. One of the factors with that is I understand length. Well, I think I do. I mean, here's another
Are you talking about lingerie right now? Or are you talking about other products?
Other products for a minute, and then we'll go back to our lingerie. But you know, when they put up product descriptions and you see this cute little picture, when you get said product, it's not necessarily a cute little picture anymore. And then what? Then what do you do?
And then what do you do?
Right?
You know what? All of us have experienced that thing where when your product arrives, it's not what you anticipated, and the hassle of returning online purchases. Do you really want to have to put it back in the package, go to the post office, do all that stuff, make a phone call, send us whatever you have to do to return, and then fight to get your money back?
Exactly. Now, I mean, I'm not denying there are. One in particular is a very reputable, and I'm not going to say their name because I'm not going to take away from myself again, but there is a very reputable online company from the lingerie to everything. And yes, they do take care of their customers. But again, here's an interesting fact with returns. you return said product, whether it be lingerie, but we'll stick with the other.
The toys.
So,
okay, should we say toys?
You return the toy, okay, because whatever was wrong with it. How do you know? So I returned mine, okay? You go online to buy the same toy. Now, how do we know there isn't somebody in the back tinkering, fixing said toy, and shipping it back out? I mean,
I get your point.
Right?
I don't want a partially used toy.
No, there's no discount bins for a reason, people.
Which is, you know what? There are places that sell discounted items, and a lot of the times they're like factory reject. Do you really want to be dealing with a factory reject in your bedroom? I mean,
well, I am divorced for a reason.
Now, the other thing about talking about sizing, especially when it comes to lingerie and stuff, because Keith has done this. Keith goes on and he does all those really cheap online, like buying from overseas countries, where also the sizing is not the same.
Not even close.
You buy like a double XL from something from, let's say, I don't know, let's say Japan, for instance, or China, whatever, and it arrives and it would fit in North America a medium person.
Maybe
even a double XL.
Or your dog.
Yeah, or so their sizing is not the same. You
not
can't
even
dress
close.
it.
It's horrible. We actually had all our lingerie is Canadian or American made.
Okay.
So the sizing is all true.
Right.
We had a China company we were dealing with because, hey, the cost was low and the products were adorable, and we finally quit when we got a piece in and it was labeled a 6X. So I thought I'm gonna bring this in just to see. Okay, I'm fluffy. And I couldn't even get it to like here. I was like,
and it was a 6X.
And it was labeled a 6X. And I'm like, okay, we're done. And a few of the other pieces had to go straight into the trash. Why? Because they were sewn so horribly.
That's the other thing is quality. Yeah. You're not seeing the quality when you're buying it online. And there's no guarantees.
No guarantees.
And and yet, so you figure, this is a lot less expensive. Well, there's a reason why. Right?
Yeah.
So, and price point. Let's talk a little bit about price point.
So this is the other thing people don't realize. We try our hardest to keep our prices as fair as we can, but I also have overhead, right? I have rent I have to pay. I am employing local girls. I am supporting our city. So I have that to pay. My lights, I have all of that. So
you have overhead that these factories that mass produce this stuff don't have.
Exactly. So are you going to line some big CEO's pocket, or are you going to keep it local? Are you going to try and help a small local business strive?
And for me, I got no issue paying $5-10 more for a product if I know that I'm getting excellent quality, excellent customer service, guarantees, and a superior product. I mean, there are some things, Galen, that I will go to a store, a fashion store, let's say. A particular shirt or something is like $10 and it's cotton, whatever, and you buy it and you figure, I'm going to get one season's wear out of this. But when I'm going to spend money on something like a lingerie item or a personal enjoyment item that I want to have last for a while, I'm not going to go cheap.
No. There's a few reasons not to. Do you really want to be electrocuted? We've had those stories.
Not unless I choose to be.
Right? Then we've got a whole other section for that. We can talk.
And now let's talk a little bit about it in the store and privacy.
And there's the other thing, right? I mean, they say they ship in discreet boxes. I don't know what. I mean, I've gotten packages that have cookies, Christie's cookies boxes, and I'm going, well, there's some cookies in there, all right.
Shows up and goes, is this for you?
Yeah, right? Is this yours? It's. When you come to the store, everything is 100% discreet. Maybe somebody sees you coming in the door, but past that point, nobody knows that you're in the store. We definitely don't.
And also, let's stop with the shame.
Oh, please.
Come on.
It's 2019.
We're all human beings.
Exactly.
We all like to have a good time. And what's wrong with pleasure, folks?
Exactly.
And feeling good. And also, the lingerie aspect.
Yes, and looking good and feeling beautiful. Again, as we always say, we believe in every every body, and we cover all shapes and sizes. And again, you're not going to get that when you buy it online, because you're going to get it and it either fits your left ankle, or your cat has a very cute little baby doll now. It's, or you're drowning in it. I mean, not that there's wrong with having two people fit in your lingerie, but it's
now. And you also do great stuff like you're very supportive of the community, particularly the LGBTQ community. Are you going to be involved in Pride Fest?
So excited! We're going to come back and talk about that one. But yes, just throwing out the date real quick. July 22nd, we're doing our fashion show again.
Are you?
Yes, we are.
In-store
fashion show.
Getting ready for Pride.
Yes.
It's part of Pride Week, right?
Yeah, that's part of Pride Week. Yeah.
Your fashion shows are always so much fun.
Oh, thank you.
They're so interactive.
Right?
Well, no, because the models come right up to you and you can see, and you use plus-size models, and you use it's fantastic. And you use mimosas and little chocolate-covered strawberries.
Can't get that online.
No, there you go.
Yeah.
No, so I'm so happy the business is doing well. The new second location is doing well down there on Lake and
it is.
Lake and
Trunk Road.
And once again, Cora and Douglas.
Yes.
It's Amore, FYP, for your pleasure and for our friendship. I'm so appreciative of you, my friend.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more fun on this Friday with Luann right after this.
Housed in a 15,000 square foot custom manufacturing facility built to produce world-class cabinetry at surprisingly affordable prices, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry brings your project from initial concept to final design. Proudly providing Northern Michigan and the Algoma region with quality hand-built cabinetry for the past 20 years. Located at 844 East 3 Mile Road, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry, making your cabinetry dreams come true. With over 45 years of experience, All Ontario Well Drilling offers hydrofracking and all well drilling services. Call 705-575-8088 or 705-257-9495.
With 3 brands to choose from Kawasaki, Suzuki, and CF Moto, visit one of our 4 showrooms today and speak with our knowledgeable, friendly, and enthusiastic staff who will be happy to help you with all of your motorsports needs.
Enjoy life, enjoy the ride, by Robinson Motorsports.
Welcome back.
You start.
I'll start. I want to thank KC Security, don't you?
Yes, absolutely, for sponsoring the morning show with Luann and Tim all month long. We certainly appreciate Daniel and Nathan. Daniel and Nathan. Daniel's like in charge. He owns the thing.
And he's a local boy.
He is, yeah.
KC.
A couple of great guys.
Okay, it's it's Canadian Environment Week.
Yes.
Remember, I had the people on. We talked about environment this week so far. There's an amazing thing going on in London, England, they've developed what's called a bio curtain. Now, Luann, here's a picture. Now, take a look. That's hanging on the sides of a building, Luann. Those are big, long sheets, and all that green stuff, Lou, that's algae. Algae, okay? So what they do is they inject algae into these curtains. See that on the side of the building? And they hang them on the outsides of buildings. What that algae does, it absorbs pollutants in the air. The algae actually absorbs, through those curtains, it'll absorb pollutants, even including CO2, carbon emissions, like from vehicles. So they're hanging them on car parks. Multi-level car parks.
Isn't that brilliant?
But it gets even better. So not only the algae absorbs the pollutants, it eats them up, and it releases oxygen, clean oxygen, back into the air.
Smart.
And then the algae, because it eats this stuff, it grows. And it becomes a biomass, and that biomass can be used to make things like bioplastics, biofuels.
So it works for us, and then we can cut it down and make
fertilizer. So you can take all that stuff, and the algae cleans it all up and turns it into a biomass, and you can actually make plastic out of it.
That is crazy.
Out of pollution.
That's so awesome.
I think that's amazing.
Where were those pictures from? Do you know?
England, from England. And they're going to be doing that on a building, I think, in Sweden or Switzerland, they said. So these are curtains that you can actually hang outside that are going to collect pollutants.
They look light enough, too. So if
Mankind.
I wonder if you could do like a curtain outside an office building over the windows.
Yes,
but
that's
still
why it's see-through.
Right.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I think it's brilliant. I mean,
So
this is what we need to do to save the planet.
Right? Everybody buy a curtain.
Buy a. I don't know if they make them for houses and stuff, but what the heck, put them on. Could you put them on your roof? I don't know.
Put them on your car.
Interesting.
Put them on your backpack.
Be kind to the environment.
Yes, absolutely.
Make arts and crafts out of garbage.
Absolutely.
I saw people who were using plastic spoons, because those things are brutal.
Oh,
they were using plastic spoons and taking the little bowl part of them and using them as petals to make flower art and stuff. Yeah.
Such a good idea.
You know what's a really great idea? If you're a crafty person and you're looking to maybe be kind to the environment, go on Pinterest.
Yes.
You get a ton of ideas on how to get crafty with garbage, really.
Because like we were talking about before, I have a stainless steel straw from Keith, and you can buy them on Amazon, and they're all over the place now. You can buy them at Canadian Tire. They come with a little brush, so you can reuse them, keep them nice and clean. But in the meantime, I still have like this many straws, plastic straws, and now I'm at a loss. I don't know what to do with them.
Artwork.
Yeah.
I guess.
Could you donate them to a kindergarten class at school?
To do artwork with?
Or maybe a daycare center?
I'm gonna. You know what? When Clean North comes back on, because they're coming back on later in the month on a Wellness Wednesday. Abby and Josh from Clean North, we love them. They're gonna. What's the trash talk with Abby and Josh? That's what
that's cute.
Maybe they'll have some ideas for us about how to get rid of those final things in our home that we don't want to throw in the garbage.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna ask them that.
Yeah, because the whole point of using stainless steel straws now, of course, is to not keep throwing plastic out.
And they make the cardboard ones too now. The paper straws. Paper straws. Oh yes, some of the fast food places are using paper straws.
Smart.
That way better.
You know what? That's good, because toilet paper will disintegrate in the bush. So if you have a paper straw,
special toilet paper too. You can get special biodegradable
Yes, you were
toilet
saying
paper.
that.
Yeah, you use it on boats and stuff, I think.
That's so awesome.
I
what
know.
a great idea.
Hey, Luann, you have the news next.
I have the news coming up next, so stay with us Friday mornings with Luann and Tim.
Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
When you support the Restore, it helps Habitat for Humanity build affordable housing for families. How does this work? New and gently used goods are donated to the Restore. The sale of these goods generate funds for building homes. For every $1 spent at the Restore, there is a $4 return on investment within our community. For example, Habitat homeowners have better educational outlook, increased employment stability, improved health, and reduction in the use of social services. Every donation and every dollar we receive through the Restore helps build sustainable housing for future homeowners. Everyone needs a foundation to build a future. To find out more and how you can help, drop by the Restore at 32 White Oak Drive or go to habitatsioux.ca.
As a nation, Canada has participated in all of the major world conflicts. In the Sioux area alone, over 10,000 men and women have enlisted in the Canadian Armed Forces. The Veterans Commemorative Monument aims to cement the legacy of the Canadian Armed Forces in stone. It will highlight the bravery, strength, courage, and sacrifice of our servicemen and women. In times of need, they volunteered to serve us. Now it is our time to thank and recognize their sacrifice. You can help honor our men and women of service by donating today. To help construct this special, one-of-a-kind monument, visit thosewhoserve.ca to find out how to donate and more.
Yesterday, City Police arrested 30-year-old Jeffrey Possame of Bryan Avenue for sexual assault. It's alleged that on April 13th, the accused approached a woman not known to him at a business on Great Northern Road and made contact with her for a sexual purpose. He's been charged with 1 count of sexual assault. He was held for bail court. In Ottawa yesterday, Sioux MP Terry Sheehan took part in a debate in the House of Commons, calling on opposition members of Parliament to support Bill C-101. The government tabled an act to amend the Customs Tariff and the Canadian International Trade Tribunal Act. The act would temporarily remove the 2-year moratorium on the imposition of certain safeguard measures, giving the government flexibility to act faster to stabilize Canada's steel market and protect Canadian steel workers in the case of harmful surges in imports. Sheehan is urging all MPs to continue supporting steel workers and the industry by supporting that legislation. The Canadian Federation of Agriculture wants immediate changes to Canada's programs to protect farmers from income and production losses amid ongoing trade disruptions. The group says trade issues and erratic weather have negatively affected farmer incomes this year, and changes to the government's business risk management programs are needed to respond to the changing environment. It highlights the Agri-Stability Program, which provides support to farmers experiencing a large profit decline. The CFA wants the program's margin coverage restored to 85%. That's up 15% from the current 70%, among other things. The group says many Canadian farmers are experiencing difficulties, including canola and soybean producers who are impacted by the ongoing dispute between Canada and China. Federal officials are pushing the Canadian Infrastructure Bank to back Via Rail's high-frequency rail project. The government's response to a written question from New Democrat Robert Aubin details the 8 times between October and December 2018 that officials from the Finance Department met with the federal agency to make the business case on Via's behalf. The rail company wants to build a multi-billion-dollar new network of dedicated passenger rail lines in Ontario and Quebec, so its trains would no longer have to yield to freight trains on borrowed tracks. The Finance Department told Aubin that a range of public-private models is still being assessed with varying degrees of private sector investment. Options include having a private partner help with designing and building the new lines, or a broader deal that would include financing, operating, and maintenance agreements. After 2 days of talks between U.S. officials and Mexico, there was no agreement at end of day yesterday between the two sides to stave off 5% tariffs that are expected to start Monday.
Good night. We have a meeting this afternoon. Tomorrow we are going to retake our conversations. We don't have yet an agreement, but we are advancing in order to reach an agreement as we want. So tomorrow morning we are going to work in maybe one of the last sessions in order to make an effort to have an agreement.
Ontario is expanding the sale of beer, wine, and cider to almost 300 more stores this summer, and it's all part of Premier Doug Ford's push to liberalize liquor rules in the province. The Progressive Conservative government announced yesterday it will expand sales through a combination of permitting more LCBO agency stores in underserviced areas and by allowing more grocery stores to sell booze. Finance Minister Vic Fedeli said some of the stores will open as soon as August. The number of LCBO agency stores in underserviced areas, which will be rebranded LCBO convenience outlets, will rise to 60 in August and then up to 200 by spring 2020. Another 87 grocery stores will also be allowed to sell alcohol starting in September, bringing the total to 450 across the province. The latest announcement comes on the same day the government passed legislation to rip up a 10-year agreement with the beer store that limits the number of stores that can sell alcohol.
Since 1899, the Machine Shop has been a unique space for innovation and creativity. Once a leading pulp and paper company, the Machine Shop was built by Francis H. Clerg, which later became part of St. Mary's Paper in 1984. After the closure of St. Mary's Paper in 2011, the Machine Shop spent 4 years vacant. In 2015, the Machine Shop reopened their doors to the community for the first time. From weddings to galas to concerts and festivals, the one-of-a-kind venue has something for everyone. We are proud to work with the community and local nonprofits to host major events such as Festival of Trees, Pearls and Plaid, an evening at Hogwarts, and more. While you're here, wind down at the Mill Steakhouse and Wine Bar for a quiet dining experience, or watch a game and try a wood fire oven pizza and local draft at the Boiler Room. Don't forget to save room for house-made gelato and baked goods at the Gelato Mill. For more information on the Machine Shop events, history, and restaurants, visit machineshopinc.ca. 3 great places, 1 historic venue.
to Mornings with Luann and Tim. I'm so excited if you couldn't tell. I've been talking to Sherry. Sherry is here from the Go North Music Festival. There it is on the big screen there. St. Joe's Island. I had not heard, how did I miss this for the last couple of years?
Well, we've been building our festival, so this is our third year. The first 2 years, the first year was the trial run, and it went really well. Everyone had a great time. Our second year was amazing. Again, it's building every year. Lots of people are hearing about it now. They're understanding that this is when we do this.
Okay.
And what we do.
It's Go North. You don't need to go anywhere to have an amazing time. July the 13th. That's a Saturday.
That's correct. This year it's July 13th. It's on a Saturday.
And even though it's like billed as a July the 13th event, the fun really starts on Friday, July the 12th.
That's right. So if people want to come early and join us in the campground on the Friday night, you can come, you can set up your camp. We're going to have a communal campfire.
The campground is where?
So the campground is on St. Joseph Island as well, right attached to our concert grounds. So basically, you set up your camp and you're already at the concert.
Is this Richards Landing?
Richards Landing Centennial
That
grounds.
means I turn right. When I come over the bridge, I get to the stop sign, I turn
That's
right.
right. Head for Richards Landing, you won't miss us. There's a big giant sign that says Richards Landing. Right there, you'll see a big field. That's where you park.
That's where I park.
And then there's the concert grounds right there.
And the concert grounds and the campground are all in the same complex.
All in the same complex. So basically, you set up camp and you're at the party.
So I'm going to show up and I'm going to set up my camp. Campers, tents, the whole, either one, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
So trailers and tents can be in our campground.
Can be in the campground.
Unserviced trailers.
I'm arriving on Friday and I'm going to set up, and that evening we're all going to hang out together. There's going to be a communal bonfire. Bring your instruments.
Yes.
Jam session around a bonfire on St. Joe's Island.
That's right.
Come off it. That's just the warm up.
That's just the warm-up.
Then the next day, okay, now you can enjoy the campground. You said there's a trail down to the water?
So there's a trail that's attached right to the campground that basically takes you down to the water, to the WI beach. It's a beautiful sand beach.
What's WI stand for?
Women's Institute.
Women's Institute Beach on St. Joseph Island. It's a gorgeous beach?
Gorgeous beach. Sand beach, beautiful. There's 2 docks you can swim out to. There's change rooms, washrooms. It's all, it's picnic tables.
Going to the beach during the day, but also at 3 o'clock everything starts?
Everything starts, but the morning of, if you want to take part in a yoga session, we have a yoga instructor who's going to come and do a yoga session in between here and there. We're going to figure out exactly when, but we have a certified instructor who's going to come and do that with our campground.
Is this all part of the package deal? Like, is the yoga included or is that extra?
Yeah, no, it's included.
You're throwing that in?
We're throwing it in. We have a beautiful set of volunteers who are helping us out with all sorts of things.
When are all the artisans going to be set up? Is that going to be earlier or after 3 o'clock?
So when the gates open at 3 o'clock, the artisans will be ready to show their wares to everyone who arrives, whether you're camping or not.
So we're going to spend the morning beaching, yoga, eating, breakfast, whatever.
Trails, check out some of the businesses downtown in Richards Landing. Beautiful gift shops, 3 restaurants, lots to see, and it's beautiful.
And then 3 o'clock, gates open.
3 o'clock, gates open.
And then it starts.
And then music starts at 3:30.
And goes until?
Whenever, midnight.
After midnight. Okay. Now let's talk about, first of all, before we get to the acts, let's talk about some of the artisans and the kind of stuff that's going to be available for sale.
Sure. So we're really focusing on handmade, local stuff. So jewelry, clothing.
You mentioned the soaps.
Handmade soaps, lotions, those kinds of things.
Love it.
All of those kinds of things. Really focusing on the local flavor.
And food. Come off it. Are you ready for the vendors they're going to have? Go.
The food this year is out of this world. So we have the St. Joseph Island Hunters and Anglers. They're doing your traditional fare, your sausages and hamburgers, those kinds of things. Then we have Vibe Eatery. They're going to do gluten-free and vegan food.
Vibe Eatery is located on March Street here in Sault Ste. Marie. It's one of my favorite everything is so fresh. You can get vegan, you can get gluten-free, you can get like just regular stuff that I like to eat. I mean, I like it all. Plus they have all the smoothies and stuff.
They
so
do.
Healthy, delicious.
And they're selling our tickets too.
And the tickets are on sale for this event at Vibe. Okay. So Vibe's going to be there.
Vibe's going to be there. We're going to have Low and Slow. They're going to come and do their pulled pork for us again. They've been there the first 2 years and were amazing. They're really, the food is really good.
Absolutely.
Then we have
Beaver Tails.
Yes, the Beaver Tails truck is going to come and they're going to do their thing with us. The Black Bear Cafe and Eatery, a new business on St. Joseph Island, is going to be doing baking.
No kidding.
And then we also have the Red House ice cream shop from Bruce Mines is going to bring a handmade cart that they're going to wheel around the grounds, and you can buy ice cream.
You can buy ice cream while you're sitting there listening to the concert.
Yep.
And the music is going to be able to hear it over the whole campground. So like you could be watching, sitting, standing, dancing. You can go back to your tent. You can probably hear too.
Oh, absolutely. It's all around the grounds. It's a full production. We have Crank sound distribution.
George is doing the sound.
George is doing the sound.
You know you're going to hear it when Crank does the sound.
It's going to be loud and wonderful.
Loud and wonderful and licensed.
And fully licensed. So our grounds are completely fenced in, so the grounds are completely licensed. You can wander around with your beverages from
Northern, Superior, and
Outspoken.
Both local breweries represented at the Go North Music Festival.
Yes, we're very pleased that they're sponsoring us this year.
I love that both of these companies are participating together in events, and you can support them both. It's fabulous.
Yes, it's wonderful.
Now, here we go. Are you ready for the music? We haven't even gotten to the concert part yet. You guys, Crystal frickin' Shawanda, Juno Award nominee winner. Juno Award winner, Crystal Shawanda, from our neck of the woods.
I know.
Keith, my partner Keith, he's a huge fan of Crystal's. She's gone to see her. She never disappoints. What a rocker.
Yeah, she's great. So she's from our sister island, Manitoulin.
Yes.
And we're on St. Joseph Island, so we're sister islands, and we're really pleased to have her coming and playing with us. She's
a group I've not heard of, and you said they're really up and coming, and you're lucky to get them. Birds of Bellwoods. Tell me.
Yes, Birds of Bellwoods is amazing. They're really high energy, rocking.
Rock pop
alternative, really super fun band, really high energy. They're really up and coming, and we were really, really pleased to get them.
Who's Sun K?
Sun K is a great new rock group. They're really, really fun. They're, again, high energy. All of these bands are like
major performers,
major performers. You're going to have a really good time.
Sky Wallace and her band.
Sky Wallace is awesome.
Incredible vocalist.
Really cool, sort of pop, folk, rock.
You said classically trained, but
classically trained, but has found her voice with some of this sort of new styling, and just like so wonderful.
And unique, you said.
Yeah, really unique sound, really fun to listen to. Yeah, different.
I'm not familiar with Sarah Smith.
Sarah Smith is a seasoned touring musician who does like super powerful bluesy rock.
Ooh.
Really, really cool. Great show person. Like
bluesy rock. Now another crush I'd heard of. They're there as well.
Yeah, they're going to be super fun. We were really happy to get them as well.
And our buddy Jesse Marino, he just dropped his new song last Friday, I think.
I know.
Actually.
Yeah. We shared it on our social as well. But yeah, he's great. He's going to be wonderful.
I've seen Jesse at Lop Lops. I've seen him at the Machine Shop. Never disappoints him in Jesse and his band.
I think he's really exploding right now, and
Original
we're really pleased
tunes.
to get him, and really pleased that we have such local talent that we can pull from.
And Dustin Jones on the Rising Tide.
Yeah, they're going to open the show for us, so that's going to be totally fun because they are so great. Their energy is awesome.
Here's another thing that you've done that I think is absolutely brilliant for marketing purposes. You have created a platform where we can go and we can get linked right to their Spotify?
Yeah, so what you do is you go to gonorthmusicfestival.ca.
Okay.
Up in the corner, there's a Spotify link that'll take you right to the playlist of all of the bands that are playing at Go North.
So you can get a little sampling?
A little sampling, put on the playlist while you're doing whatever, and you can hear all the kinds of music that are going to be at our festival.
But then it gets even better, because after you've enjoyed them all day and listened to them from 3:30 until after midnight, they're all staying. The musicians are all staying on site.
The majority of the musicians
are
staying in the campground. So they'll be around the campfire.
And there's going to be another campfire that night.
They'll be around the campfire with their instruments and doing acoustic jam with everybody else. It's going to be a ton of...
But that's not even the best part. It's $40 and you get to hear 8 bands for $40. That's $5 a band. Are you crazy? Plus the camping is so inexpensive.
Yeah, so the camping is just $20 a tent. You can put 2 people in it. So it's $10 a person, or if you want to bring your trailer, it's $30 for a trailer, and you can put 4 people in a trailer.
And it's St. Joe's Island.
Can we talk about the VIP?
Really quickly.
Okay, there's a VIP draw starting now until June 21st, and you can win a free stay in a Christie's Camper RV. You can get St. Joe Island Coffee Roasters coffee and a free T-shirt. Anybody can get in on it if you buy your advance ticket now until June 21st. We draw on June 21st.
So wait a minute, if I buy my ticket now, the advance, because it's $50 at the gate, so you want to buy in advance $40, I can get the tickets at Eventbrite?
Eventbrite.ca, just put in Go North, will pop up, and you can buy your tickets online there. It's so easy.
Or I can go to Vibe Eatery.
Or you can go to Vibe Eatery, you can go
and
to
the Rad Zone.
And Northern Superior Brewing, and Outspoken has our tickets, and the Rad Zone in Sault Ste. Marie.
And the 17 East Trading Post in Deborah.
Yes. Sweats and the township office and Moose Sweats in Richards Landing.
And so you can qualify for that amazing door prize, which is the trailer rental for the weekend.
Yeah.
And the coffee roasters. And what was that?
And a t-shirt.
And a t-shirt.
And an event t-shirt.
I'm going to be there. You know why? Because I got tickets. I'm going to my tent. I can't even wait. Thank you so much. This is a great...
Thank you.
There's nothing to do in Sault Ste. Marie. Come on. You're such a liar. I'm going July the 13th, right?
Yes,
I'll see you there on the 12th for the big bonfire.
Awesome.
And we'll be back with Luann right after this. I'm a liar. It's not Luann, it's the pets, right?
Thousands of people across the country take part in the Canadian Cancer Society's Relay for Life. So join the Relay for Life, and together, let's make a difference.
What do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make yourself ready. Because when you look back, you'll see that you didn't just make wishes. You realize them.
It's Fur and Feathers Friday. Fur and Laura, you brought me William.
I brought you William.
William is a cat, as you can see. William is, you think he might be younger than...
Yeah, we were
told...
We were told 12.
Doesn't look 12.
No, and from my, quote-unquote expertise to me.
You've been around a lot.
I have been. He presents a lot younger than 12. My guess would be like 8.
He's a snuggle bunny.
He is.
He's done nothing but cuddle with you since you brought him in.
I know.
Why is he so chill?
He's just, I don't know. Is
he like that with all the other cats too? Or
yeah,
what?
he's been around other cats, so he's great with cats.
Yeah.
He
was a rescue.
He was.
And there were 4 of them in the batch, you said?
Yes, 4 from the same area.
Okay. Here's an interesting story. William is leaving here today to go and be neutered.
Straight away.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. But
William doesn't know.
But he got in one last hurrah.
Yeah, just before they came to us, the only female of the 4.
He's got a girlfriend.
Yes.
William has a girlfriend. What's her name?
We don't have a name for her yet, actually.
So you have an anonymous girlfriend.
Yes.
And she is going to have kittens?
Probably in a couple days.
You're going to have babies just after you get your stuff cut off. So she's going to have a litter.
Yeah.
And William's going to have offspring.
We're pretty sure.
Pretty sure it's him.
It's him.
Yeah. You little
There
Dickens.
was another male. There was 3 males with the group, and then the female, and only one of the other males was old enough to also contribute offspring. And female cats can actually have more than one suitor, so they can carry.
What?
Yes,
What do you mean?
They can have multiple fathers
at the same time.
Yes, within a 3-day span.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Did anybody know that out there? I did not know that.
It's a fun fact.
So a cat can be pregnant from two fathers at the same time?
Yes, they have a horned uterus, which means it kind of splits, so they can have multiple.
That's craziness.
That's why sometimes you see in a litter of kittens, some are orange, some are black.
Because they got two daddies.
Yep, I've had Siamese kittens and orange tabbies in the same litter.
That's freaky, man.
Yeah.
I love that I learned that. A horned uterus, you little guy there. So wait a minute. You've had him for how long?
Close to a month and a half.
See, once again, let's talk about what the Humane Society does for these animals. He arrived, he was malnourished.
Absolutely, he was skin and bone,
and that
starving.
meant that his immune system was compromised.
First off, when they do come in so starving like that, it takes us weeks of introducing food very slowly.
Wow.
So before then we can actually just free feed per se, because they'll just gorge.
Really?
Yeah.
Not healthy.
No.
So, and then because his immune system was compromised, he ended up with a really bad upper respiratory infection. But look at him now.
I know, he had some secondary infections. He had an eye infection.
Really?
Yeah, he got it bad.
So the Humane Society has been taking care of William and the other cats that were rescued with him for 3 months, a month and a half now.
Yeah, all the boys are available for adoption. There's 3 of them.
They're already neutered, the other ones, or what?
No, we've got appointments booked for them.
Okay.
One of the little guy, actually, I was going to bring his little guy. He got spoken for yesterday. So
yay!
Yeah, and then so the other one, which may also be one of the fathers of.
Okay. Yes.
He's still available too. He's a nice cat too.
Nice cat as well. So he'll be ready. The neutering happens today. How long before he's ready to go to a home then after being neutered?
Tomorrow.
Really? Right away?
Yep.
Excellent. Now, what is the cost then for a neutered male cat like William?
William would be a $90 adoption.
That's it?
Yeah, it's a $30 adoption fee, and then we just keep the $60 snap deposit that would typically go towards the spay-neuter. It helps just offset our cost.
And you guys, all the vet bills and stuff to get him to where he is, that's all taken care of by the Humane Society.
There's a lot of underlying costs that people aren't aware of. That, a cat like him, for example, he had to be on special food for a little bit because of the nutrition issues and just the medications and even the housing.
But now he's not going to require any kind of special food or special medication because he's all fixed up.
He's all fixed up. He's good to go.
Reminder also that you accept donations of soft cat food. Is that right? Canned cat food?
Any cat food.
Any kind of cat food.
Yeah, our strays typically we feed a mixture to at first before going on the straight Royal Canin. So we take any cat food.
And also things like blankets.
Yeah, blankets, towels.
I thought about the other day, I've got some towels that hi Lou.
Hi.
I've got some towels that, after a while you get certain towels.
Yeah, they get all fuzzy and stuff. I've donated even sheets and pillowcases.
Yeah, because you use them for bedding.
Absolutely.
And to clean up messes.
Yep. And we go through quite a bit.
Towels.
Dishcloths, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Face towels, everything.
What other kinds of things do you use for donations do you like to get from people?
Well, aside from food and bedding, anything, old toys, stuffy toys for the kids, stuffed animals, we give them to the dogs.
Oh my goodness.
That's a great idea.
My mother passed and I have some of the stuff. She had little stuffed animals that she loved at the end. So.
Yeah.
Oh, are we running out of time? We're going to say goodbye.
We do. We have to say goodbye.
Oh, bye, Laura. Thanks for being here. Go to the Humane Society. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend. Bye.
See you Monday.